trying to look presentable for you guys and girls. Now, I've been talking about it for the last couple of days that C-Log 2 is absolutely phenomenal. Once you use C-Log 2, well, there's some subcategories to that. If you go into C-Log 2, you have selected it. Below is color matrix. What is color matrix? Well, this camera allows you to have three options. One is neutral, one is production, and one is video. What is the difference? Well, today I'm going to go over the difference with you. I'm going to show you exactly what each of these color matrices do to the image of C-Log 2 and which one might be best for you and which one am I using right now, because I have the R5 II looking at me in C-Log 2 and one of those picture profile matrices. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. It is going to be awesome. At the end, I will tell you which one I am using right now. And yeah, maybe that's the one you should go with or not. We'll find out. Welcome back to the channel. I am Jared Hoyman, your host here in the crazy land of the R5 II. So we are, well, I don't know, it is Saturday night. I've done a bunch of tests, a bunch of research over the weekend, and I felt like, you know what, I got to present this to you guys because it can be something that you might need to know more about. And so today we are going to be going over the different profiles with the color matrices and which one should you be using. Now, just because you're interested, obviously I'm using the Canon R5 II right now with the 24-70 f2.8 RF lens at 2.8. And let me just look, I'm not sure where I'm at. I'm at about 35 millimeters right now here in my studio. So that is what is going on. Now I am using waveform for the whole exposure for me to see. And I am purposely wearing this white t-shirt because I think this thing could get blown out pretty easily. And hopefully I've recovered it just fine. But what do you think? Does this look like a good image? I usually use the R7, but maybe the R5 II might be a good substitute in here. So let's jump into DaVinci Resolve and look at what the difference is between these three color matrices. Now we are in DaVinci Resolve right now, and we are in the color tab right down here. And these are the clips that I took, and this will give you a better idea of everything. Unfortunately, check this out. Can you tell the difference? These are all different color profiles. Now, obviously, they're not graded, but we will see a difference down right here. Down here shows where the color all shifts. Now, this looks exactly the same. You wouldn't even know, except I had to write down which file was what. So this first one is production. The second one is neutral, and this third one is video. Now, let's try to understand what we're looking at over here. Now, if you look at production, it is leaning right more towards this magenta. And once you go over to neutral, it shifts more towards this yellow-green. And so there is the difference between those two. And then when you go to video, you saw how it went up more. There's a lot more contrast. So there's some details and shadows that are taken away with it. It's slight in the color, but when it comes to color, you're going to get more of a magenta over here than you are with the neutral. So let me show you what that looks like on the exact same grade for all three of these. This top one is actually going to be the neutral. The middle one, which you can't see because the layers are on top of each other, is going to be the production, and then the bottom one is going to be the video. So they are graded the exact same way. We'll zoom in a little bit here. And so right now we have the view of the neutral. Now let's see what production looks like. Take a look. Before I do so, I'm going to make this a little larger here. Take a look at the color right here on the railing. So this, it looks kind of bluish. It's more of a gray. Take it off, and it's very, very slight. Now, magenta was introduced more into the production because that's exactly how it is designed. Production will bring in more of that magenta color. It's more of a natural look, actually. This is more natural to that color. And then the neutral, this is a lot darker. So again, this is what it looks like. There's more magenta in the color. The greens are exactly the same. All it's doing is introducing more of a magenta. That's what I have noticed. The reds look the same. And now let's show what the video looks like. Now, video is very similar, I would say, to probably the magenta. It's flatter when it comes to color, but there's more contrast in it overall. Now, here's a shot of me inside of the house right by a window, and this is going to be the shot of the neutral. So this is all color graded. To give you an idea of what that color grade looks like, there's the before, here's the after. It is amazing what C-Log 2 can do. It is awesome. Again, before, after, but the color grade. So the exact same color grade on all of them. This is the difference. Let's zoom in on the face. And so there's my, deer in a headlight face. And you're going to barely see it, but I'm more red in the face here. And then it is a little bit lighter, a little bit softer in the skin tone that you will get. So which color profile would you use? Now, I was told that if you were to shoot in neutral, that would match raw a lot easier with other Canon cameras. If you shoot with the production color matrix, that one doesn't match as easily, I was told. But the production matrix would make your face and skin tones look a lot better and more natural. So that might be something you would consider using when it comes to doing these talking head videos. And if you haven't guessed it already, well, yeah, that's the one I'm trying right now. And I think I'm going to be trying it this week. It's not a make it or break it when it comes to real estate, so I'm willing to give it a shot for a week and compare it with other videos that use the neutral. Now for video, the video matrix or video color matrix, it was a little bit too contrasty in the colors. I like to have more leverage with those colors, and with neutral and with the production matrix. Those probably could match up pretty good in post, especially if you're using DaVinci Resolve like I am. Neutral can be pretty good, and you could get good skin tones even in neutral. But maybe the production end will be a lot easier because it naturally tends to go to that magenta. Now, I understand in YouTube world, it is hard to tell the difference. So you had to go by the instruments that I was showing you where it was leaning towards the magenta. And that's honestly the route to go because our eyes are deceptive. But you tell me, which one would you lean towards over the other? Or are you willing to try both of them? Do you have experience with either of them? Leave a comment below because I am curious. This is new to me. I like the neutral. I like the vibrance of the neutral, but I like the skin tone of the production end. So with the cinema production or with the neutral, I think either of them are going to be good. It is going to be preference at that point. And for the normal human being, they're not going to tell a difference. Now, if you want to see more videos on C-Log 2 like this, then you definitely want to subscribe because I am really going deep into this one. I want to make sure all my future videos for my clients are going to be the best possible with the Canon R5 II. And so I have to dive deep into it. And while I do, I discover these little nuances and I want to share with you. So you let me know in the comments below what other options you want to see. I'm going to be doing a lot more tests this week, along with some product reviews that were sent to me that I'm really got to get to. So it's going to be a busy week. Oh, and if you haven't already and you found value in this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and of course, there's always these videos that you're probably going to watch, especially if this was your first time. There is a rabbit hole, and it starts right over there, like in the video area.